Hey Scorpio, here's a reading for you for the time beginning today, which is on the 21st of October, no, 21st of August 2017, together with total solar eclipse going on in a few hours. I hope I will post all the readings until this time. I highly recommend to watch the introductory video that's in the header of the channel, and it's also in the description below, so check this out. As I said, this energy may last up to several weeks or even months. So let's begin. I'm going to cut the deck for you, Scorpio. Here it is. I'm using heptapod spread that I invented after I watched The Arrival, which is a wonderful film. Very mind-blowing for me. It's heptapod, but it has 8 cards because we have the center is occupied by one of them. Okay. Okay, we have it. Let's look at the background energy of this time for you, Scorpio, which is 3 of Pentacles. Work, work, work. Very good work. Work that is recognized as valuable. Creating something, perhaps with other people. This is Mars in Capricorn, so perseverance and creation together. As you can see there, creating something someone third here out of the wood. Yeah, nice energy. I love it. One of my favorite cards in the deck, actually. Let's look at the very center of the reading. We have your energy at the moment, which is justice. Standing between the 2 pillars of truth, the white and dark, the yin and yang, balance. I like this deck because it has so many different messages than the typical Rider-Waite-Smith. Yeah, but Justice, of course, it's a Libra card, so perhaps you're under influence of Libra. But most of all, if it's your energy, and most probably this is your energy, it talks about being treated respectfully by the world, by the universe, and treating the universe respectfully. You reap what you sow, and others reap what they sow. And everything has its cause and effect, intertwining, interbalancing, interchanging those things, bringing balance to life generally, or needing a balance, searching for balance. This is your energy right now. Let's look what's above you. And above, I mean quite literally, what's the energy coming from above? This may be the main external influence coming into your life. This is the Lover's card, which is a Gemini card, so can be someone important, having Gemini traits. But the Lovers, most of all, is about being single and being in partnership with someone, and how to balance those 2 things. These are opposites. If you look closely, you can see that she has the moon necklace and he has the sun necklace. And they are together, as the sun and moon are together in the sky today. They are together, but they are so different. They don't, you know, they are together, but still they are separate. And this card is all about this. How to be together and remain separate. Not to dissolve yourself in the other. Because this is not the way to follow. This is not something you want to proceed. Because your worth is in being different. Your worth for the other is not in being dissolved in the other, but being different, being the reflection, being the unique you. So in the act of balancing, you may have this external force coming to you, saying to you, remain yourself in the act of balancing. Don't forget to recognize and value your uniqueness, Scorpio. I know you're good at it. What's coming to the past, or where's the place you're coming from here to this situation? The Nine of Wands, you're not the first one to have it in this position. A wounded warrior, typically called wounded warrior. It's all about loyalty and perseverance, but also being in a very core of creation process, because Nine of Wands in one of my decks, this deck, which is the Tarot of the Spirit, it's called the Eye of Fire. So you're literally in the center of a very creative force. You may feel peaceful now. You may be tired now, but the fire is burning around you. And you're ready to stand a little longer. This is a defensive card. Defend what you already have, to defend what you acquired. You have to stand a little longer, but you may be tired, as I said, because this is really consuming energy. But that's where you're coming from. So this act of balancing is like, you know, the wind, the cool wind, making you a little, you know, colder, not so fiery, not so burnt out, probably. Now, into the difficult part of this reading, we have the challenge card, or your weakness card. Let's look. The Ace of Chalices, the open channel, the open heart. You may have difficulties with opening your heart, with sharing, because this card is very much about sharing. Usually this cup is shown as overflowing or spilling water, as you can see. A beautiful one, isn't it? So there may be time in this period we are talking about, several weeks, several months, where you want to guide your heart. I think this is, although this is coming to the past, you still may have difficulties with opening your heart, or, you know, let it overflow. Perhaps it's not full yet. It may be like this. Maybe you gave too much. Maybe you dissolved yourself too much in someone, and now you need to refill your cup to share again. And that's why the balance is needed here. Let's look at this card, because this card answered the questions how to cope with it. How to cope with the challenge, how to cope with the weakness. By the King of Wands, so by creative force. This is the master of creation. This is someone who mastered fire and who will never burn himself or anybody else unless he wants to. So this is very entrepreneurial energy. Taking things and making them. Changing your ideas into action. So by action, by creating, by action, you can, I think, by action you can make your cup full again. And when you make it full, you can share again. It's not by defending yourself. It's rather by giving the gift of fire. This is coming to the past. This is the creative side of fire. Acting side of fire. So you're remaining in the fire, but much more as a master and not as someone subducted to it. Okay? It's funny how you refill your cup of water with fiery energy. But this is how opposites work in paradoxical way. Paradoxical, I think this is the word. Okay. This card will show us your strength. The sun. A very fiery energy, as I know there's still time for you to for the sun to be in your sign, but it's coming, and it's very much in this time period we're talking about. In the autumn, the sun will be in your sign. But there's great optimism about this card. And there's this masculine side. As I said, you refill your feminine with acting, so there's masculine force here. And here again, it's repeated, because the sun is a masculine energy. It's active energy. It's very optimistic. So you gain with, your strength is your optimism. Your strength is your inner state of emotions and mind that is really smiling and joyful and happy. And, doing everything with smiling face, with faith that everything's going to be all right. This feeling, overwhelming feeling of success you're going to have. This is your strength. Your strength is coming through the fire. I don't know why, you're a water sign, this is not your element. But this time, something happens. The fire really helps you. Perhaps your water was too cold. Perhaps it helps it to boil, to create steam, and steam creates movement. We'll see what to focus on. Personally, for me, this is the most important card of the spread, because it shows you where to put your energy, what path to follow, where to invest. Page of Pentacles again. Some other signs had this card, so there are cards repeating. So put your energy into being in the world, very much in this material world. Page of Pentacles is the opposite of Seven of Chalices for me. Seven of Chalices is all about daydreaming and flowing in the clouds and not being able to choose and being very detached. This is being very close to the earth, standing firmly on the ground, knowing what you have, knowing who you are, knowing your worth, knowing the worth of things and people around you, and enjoying it. Enjoying the joys of life. Look at this person. She's really delighted to have these grapes. And she's so much in it. This is pleasure. Pleasure of earthly things. So focus on tangible. Focus on what's palpable and material. And take it into your life as it is, with all benefits coming from it. Okay? This is your focus. And the last card is the outcome, but I don't like the word. I don't like this name for it, because the outcome seems like something set in stone, which it isn't. It's just the vista, the view opening. Something that is needed to be noticed. Something that perhaps is not easy to recognize or not easy to accept. So it needs to be highlighted. But it's just a part of your journey. Okay? This is how these energies may and probably will revolve for you. And it's important for you to notice it. But of course, if you don't like it, you don't have to. If you don't like it, you can change the outcome. I always say it. Because future is never set in stone. It never is. We have free will. Okay? Let's look at this. Knight of Wands, so again fire, 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 and work. That's the main theme here. So it's like putting work in firing up your heart by creative energy, by acting, by digging deep into what's material and bringing you pleasure. And now you appear as Knight of Wands, which is very active, fiery energy. He's not the master of fire, but this is a great energy to start things with. And this is great energy to speed things up. So this may be the partial outcome, one of the views you can take from this reading, that something may be, speeden, can I say this? Sped up. You can make things quicker than you thought. Having this fiery energy and having this beautiful background by the sun and having this firm ground beneath your feet, you may develop things faster than you thought. You may work on things faster than you thought, with great energy and great passion. Just be yourself and leave this wounded warrior energy behind you, because you're capable of much more than being just in the eye of fire. You are the fire itself. This time it's burning here, burning. Okay, Scorpio, very powerful energy, very powerful and dry reading for you. I need to drink, literally. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you take something from this reading for you, something valuable, something that will help you. Use it the best you can. I wish you a beautiful time. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye.